What's up, Fox? Yo, yo. What up? Fix this real quick. Just realized this is a little bit off. There we go. Hey, RJ, appreciate that, man. Doing great. More importantly, how are you doing, man? Cody, what up? Been waiting for your stream. Appreciate that, man. Hit 1.4. There you go, man. Appreciate that, RJ. Appreciate that, man. What's up, Dave? Oh, Dean, there it is. Yeah, I remember you, man. Keep changing your name, bro. Yummy, what up? Parker, what up, Ming? Missy, what up? When you need to promote a referral code, tells a lot about profitability. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. God bless you too, man. Happy New Year. Did 52,000 in December, 106,000 in November, a little over 20,000 in October. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Profitability, definitely. You decided your bias yet? Or just looking? I really don't know, man. I honestly think that I would, like I said in the video I posted last night, I'm anticipating a drop, but you know, I'm fine with being wrong. Whatever we get, we'll just react accordingly. Happy New Year to you too, Parker, man. Hope you've been doing all right, man. I've been thinking about you. Yeah, the 100 came out that way, wasn't it? Yeah. Yo, bro, we trade before the news or we wait? We'll see, man. If we get just an absolutely unreal setup, you know, I'm watching the book map right here. I'll see if I can show you guys what I'm seeing on there. But it looks like it potentially to the downside here. If potentially to the downside here, let me get rid of this. Hang on. Where is it? Get rid of that. Downside here potentially is a draw. We could go up, manipulate up to 39, 35, and then just drop at the open. Or we could just keep pumping, man. So we're just going to take what we get. It's kind of hard to tell right now what it wants to do. So we'll see. We got news at 10. Last time I traded for news, I lost. What do you think? I think it is unwise to be in a trade when news hits. Now, if you can get in and out of a trade before it happens, I say go for it. But a lot of firms won't let you hold a trade through news, so it's better just to be out of it. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, man? Hugo, what up? Just saw you guys over there on the tube, man. Missed you too, man. Appreciate you being here. Hey, I see you, Parka. Are you trading with FTMO? Is that the firm you're using? Christian, I'm sorry I already took it. Hey, man, don't be sorry about that. Look, my rules are what I have for myself. I was having this conversation with my girlfriend yesterday. What I do and what works best for me when it comes to certain things like that might not necessarily be what works best for everybody else. So, just because you took a trade pre-market, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. The reason I decided that was I had a year's worth or over a year's worth of data that I had analyzed, and it showed that I was least successful when I was taking trades pre-market. So I was like, okay, well, to be more successful, what do? Stop taking pre-market trades. So if your data says otherwise, go for it. Don't beat me out. Don't even worry about him in mess. Just let him. Let him sit back. I think if he stays in here long enough, man, he'll regret being negative. We welcome everybody. There's no reason for negativity. I want to protect naive young people. Ben, you're not protecting anybody. All right. Let's not start the year off with some negativity, bro. Either contribute positivity and something constructive, or take a hike. Hey, after questioning my first payout, can I still trade in that Express account? You can. I know with Apex you can. You're talking Express, so I guess you're using Top Step. You can. However, it's risky because if you drop below the threshold for the amount that you requested, they could deny the payout, and you'd have to just wait another payout cycle. No, MS. I'm not saying you're being negative. I'm saying Ben, that Ben dude is. All right, Ben, you're gone, bro. People with no lives, man. C-Bum. You trade Power 3? No, I mostly trade the unicorn model. That's what I like to look for. Variations on that, and heavily influenced by Bookmap, so order flow. Why do you have London High marked out when it's above there now? Well, I had it marked out already and then it swept it, but I just left it there to let people know that we did sweep, and we could sometimes, when we get a manipulation like that sweeps a key level, we could get a reversal from there. So that's why I leave it there. Today you look extra energetic. I guess that break yeah, it was a good break, man. A lot of good family time, a lot of good time with my girlfriend, a lot of good time just resting in general. So it was very nice. Appreciate you, Dean. Yeah, the Bookmap is lit up to the downside here, so it'll be interesting to see what we do. Do you live in an apartment or a house? This is an apartment. Coast, what up? Good to see you too, bro. Happy New Year. Think we're bullish? We'll see, man. We could come down. I could see us coming down and at least tapping into this new week opening gap down here. Got some orders coming in above us on ES here, stacking up at 69.35. What's up, Leroy? This is NQ right here. This is NQ. We'll see. MS that analysis that I posted could be completely wrong. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with being wrong about that. Like I said, we're more in the business of trying to react to price rather than predict it. My analysis was simply that I think that what's going on will have a bearish effect. I don't know how quickly that'll take place or if at all. I think the initial effect will be bearish. I think that if the U.S. actually is in control of the oil supply, that's a massive oil supply, then it would be very bullish for, potentially bullish. But we'll see. We'll see. When I say potentially bullish, I mean like in the next couple weeks to months, not necessarily right away. I think the initial reaction is going to be bearish, but again, could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong. Got a lot of liquidity underneath us down here. We look at some of these higher time frame gaps, volume imbalances. We're in the middle of this 2 hour, 1 hour. We're in the middle of a daily inversion, bearish inversion. So it'll be interesting to see. What's up? How we doing? Yo, Andrew, I do not trade crypto or Forex. I started on Forex when I was first getting into trading, but do not trade it anymore. What's up, Ty? How's it going, man? Trade futures. So I trade NASDAQ and S&P futures mostly. That's almost exclusively what I trade. Sometimes I'll take a peek over at gold. Very rarely. I've taken, like, in my life, about 7 gold trades. So mostly I stick with NASDAQ and S&P futures. What's up, Lilo? How's it going? Are you using PJ's indicator anymore? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I feel like it was distracting me. It's a great indicator. I think it's a very high quality indicator for people who are newer to trading, but I felt like I already have a very effective strategy, and it was kind of throwing me off because it was causing me to doubt things, and it's a great indicator for people who are just starting out, though. Romans 12:12. Like that. Let's see. Let's get it going here. Romans 12:12. Be joyful in hope, patient in affection, faithful in prayer. Amen. What is the verse of the day? Let's get that going before we got 17 minutes to market open here. Do not conform. This is Romans 12:2. Man, Romans 12 looking good. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Amen. Oh, you've been trading 4 years. Am I out of drawdown that I got myself in? When was I in drawdown? Not in drawdown. My lowest account balance right now is $51,698.25. Code isn't visible on the banner, by the way. Okay. Thanks for telling me that. I'll fix that. Is it the right side of it's cut off, I guess? That's what that is. See if we can fix that. Is that visible? Let me guess, tree's dead too? Nah, nothing's dead, man. I got all my plants. They're all good. I did have a little cactus that died. I think he just got too cold. Oh, 5 losses in a row. Yeah, I wasn't in drawdown from that though, man. I wasn't in drawdown from that though. My sizing, the way that I size and where I keep my stop losses and I had built up such a massive amount of buffer in my Apex accounts that I never went into drawdown on that. So yeah, we've right now over the course of that break, I actually traded some evals, and I think I took like 5 trades, and of that I lost 1 or 2 of them. So yeah, we're good. What type of drawdown does Apex use? So if you're on a 50K account, it's 2,500. And if you're talking about like end of day versus trailing, it's trailing, intraday trailing. The plant is doing fine. Lazarus is A-okay. If it's a PA2, yeah, up until the buffer. Is it Zendaya R? Is that how you say your name? Zendaya? Yeah, it's up until the buffer. So if you're in if you're on a PA, 50K PA for Apex, the drawdown is trailing up to 2,600 of profit. So after you hit 2,600 of profit, it stops trailing you. If it's a new account, it is trailing up to 2,600. What's up, Jeff? How's it going? Happy New Year. It's good to see you guys, man. I can't tell you how good it is to be back. It just feels, I'm very routine oriented. So whenever I get out of my routine, it always feels weird. And this has become such a part of my routine that it feels really good to be back and doing this. So it's good to be here. How do you find fair value gaps? Well, this is an indicator that I'm using. But if you want to just spot them yourself, the way that this works, it's usually a 3-candle pattern. So let's see here. You got one candle right here, another candle right here, and another candle right here. These 3 candles. From that wick to that wick is a fair value gap. So from right here to right there, that's a fair value gap. And this only marks out a certain number of them, but there's another one right here. You can see from that candle to that candle, that candle to that candle, that candle to that candle. But if you're looking for just the indicator for lazy people like me, just to quickly flip it on and flip it off, it's this indicator right here. What's up, Ace? Bro, where have you been after New Year? Took a break, bro. Had to take a break for the holidays. Had to take a little time off. Spend time with the family. Do the family thing. Appreciate you being here, Carlo. Why is a fair value gap important? It's typically what it is basically an imbalance in price or an imbalance in the algorithm where you can expect either to be support or resistance. So if you have a bearish fair value gap, like this one that we're kind of touching into here, you would think that price would reject back lower out of that potentially, or at least it would slow price down. These act as a support level, the ones underneath us right here. So if we were to come back down and touch this, we could potentially see that as support. Now, not all of them are equally weighted. Typically, the first presented or the higher time frame gaps are what hold more weight, meaning they're more effective. So right now we're in this 4-hour right here. In the next 40 minutes, if price were to close above this, we would then invert this. So instead of this being resistance at that point, it would turn into a level of support, meaning if price was up here and it comes down and touches this, we could expect it to potentially reject and go higher. So it's just a simple ICT concept. People obviously poo-poo ICT concepts. They're basically names. ICT concepts are names for patterns that happen consistently in the market. So it's Goldman conjecture, ICT still, yeah. Reaper, I think it's just like, I mean, they're patterns that happen that people have identified, and they just throw labels on them to make it easier for people to understand. What's up, Nick? Been so locked in. There you go, Reaper. Well, well, well. Nora, where have you been? Do you know about quarterly theory? I'm not sure about quarterly theory. I know about auction theory. Is that similar to auction theory? Morning coffee's hitting different. Yeah, I had to get that out of the way early, man. Always got to be prepared. I'm bullish though. We could sweep these London highs and dip. Yeah, we could. We did just sweep London high right there. So we'll see what happens. Are you using Take Profit Trader? I have 5 Take Profit accounts. I have 20 Apex accounts. I have 5 Lucid accounts, and I have a 2 My Funded Future accounts, and I have 1 Alpha Futures account, and 5 Tradeify accounts. What's Bookmap telling you? I'll show you. That's ES. This is NQ. What's up, Sean? How's it going, man? Damn, I thought I was doing something with 7 accounts. You got to slowly build, man. 7's great, dude. 7, you can do some real damage to me with 7. So a lot of my damage has been done with 5 Apex accounts. No, it's a one-time. Well, there's no activation. T Smith right now with Take Profit. There's no activation fee if you use my code or any other creator's code or any of their codes. But even if you don't use a code, it's not a monthly thing. It's just one-time activation fee. But right now, there's no fee. You shouldn't pay one at all. So for a 50K account, all in, it's about $102. Yo, I am back. How do you get your accounts to copy trade each other? Either you do it in Tradeivate. You can do it. You can group your, if you're copy trading across one firm, you can do it inside of Tradeivate. But if you're copy trading across multiple firms, you can do Trade Syncer. I use Trade Syncer. 89 with Top Step, but then you got to worry about, is this going to crash on me today? Am I going to be able to get a payout because it's 5 days between payouts? Are they going to crash and cause me to blow my account and not give me a new account because they had a technical issue? Never had that issue with Take Profit Trader. Never had that issue with Apex. Never had that issue with Tradeify. So I am not a fan of Top Step. Halfway through my Tradeify eval. Tradeify is a great firm, dude. Tradeify is a great firm. You can, Taylor. You can, yeah. But the way that you have to do that is, so the way that you do it is you link when you have a leader account, you can sign into that leader account on TradingView, execute the trade on Tradeivate, and it'll populate here on TradingView. So you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see the trade here. So you can definitely be able to, and you can execute too. Like you can be signed into that leader account and execute. I can't remember if it copies it over to the other accounts or not. I don't think it does, but that's why I like TradeSyncer so much, man. If you use TradeSyncer, you have your leader account and you're signed into it here on TradingView. You just execute as if you're trading one account, and it just automatically copies over to all the other ones. It's super simple. And we're actually, dude, we got some big things in the works here. We've teamed up with Take Profit. We got Apex. We've teamed up with Lucid. I've teamed up now with TradeZilla. TradeSyncer is getting ready to activate. We're teaming up with them. My Funded Futures, we're teaming up with them. Tradeify, we're teaming up with them. And we're actually teaming up with some supplement companies. I don't know if you guys know what Raw Nutrition is, but it's a company that Chris Bumstead, that's his nutrition company. I'm in talks with them about working out a deal so that we can team up with them and I can get you guys discount codes with them, because I've been using their products for 4 years now, and whenever anyone asks me, I tell them I'm using their stuff. So I figured it'd be cool if we could partner up with them. So we're trying to do some big things here. Trying to make some moves, man. 2026 is about to be the year. Only on Tradeovate, yeah, that's what I thought, Jeff. Yeah, so if you're group copy trading with Tradeovate, you got to execute on Tradeovate to get it to copy over to the rest of them. But with TradeSyncer, it's not the case. If you're signed into your leader account with TradeSyncer, you can execute on TradingView and it copies it over to all your other accounts that are linked. You look like Chris Bumstead. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna try to look even more like him. I'm turning the jets back on in the gym, man. We're about to get big. Bro, I'm in Rome right now and trading at 3:30 p.m. is peak. That sounds sick, dude. That would be nice. How much is TradeSyncer? It depends on the level subscription you get. I have the unlimited plan, so that's $150 a month. I think you can get the regular plan for $50 a month. That allows you to connect 20 accounts. So there's different tiers. It's secretly him in disguise. Rayan, what up? What's up, Scott? How's it going? I finished the 2025 with great weeks, and I hope we all have a better 2026. Amen, Carlo. I hope so too, man. I just passed 550K. What should I risk to start building a buffer, and how much of a buffer? Ibby, if you're trading Apex, I would do 5 micros. Start with 5 micros and work your way up. Once you hit the 2,600 buffer in the 50K account, you could potentially size up from there. But I would try to hit that $2,600 profit threshold first. That's what I would do. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Lucid must be the cheapest in the game right now, 40% off. I still think there's a couple of firms that are cheaper, man, but I'm telling you, I think Lucid is going to be the firm that really has a breakout year this year. Their rules, how quick their payouts are. I saw a guy get paid out in less than 2 minutes. Like from the time he requested the payout to the time it hit his bank account, it took 2 minutes. I think that firms that are listening to traders more about the things that they don't like and the things that they do like, and they actually respond accordingly, which is what Lucid is doing, I think they're going to really do well this year. Yeah, Apex takes a while. It's like 1 day to get the approval, and then 3 days after that for it to hit your bank account. Yes, they do, Ty. Yeah. MESH is the micro. MNQH is the micro for NASDAQ. MESH is the micro for S&P, for ES. What do you think of top set? I'm not a fan of having to be stuck on Project X, man. Not a fan of that at all. Lucid payout rules: 5 days, $100 profit per day. So you can take a payout every 5 days of $100 profit or more. Nah, Evan, it's not. That's a scammer, bro. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's scammers on TikTok who try to beat me. If we invert this 15 to the upside, are you bullish? I can't say that I necessarily am, man. I have a feeling we're going to dump, at least down the new week opening gap, but I could be wrong. We'll just take what we get. You have 17,000 followers? Yes. Yeah, that's the real account. The one I'm live right now on there, Evan. So if you go on there and you see the account that's currently live, that's the legit one. 5K on 5 accounts, or 6K on 5 accounts. There you go. What's up, Arthur? No activation fee. Yeah, Lucid does not have an activation fee. Three scam accounts pertaining to you hit me up at the same time. Yeah, just for the record, guys, I am never going to message you first. I mean, if you hit me up, I'll respond, but I will never go out of my way to sit there and be like, hey, how's your crypto doing? Or how's your trading going? I never do that crap. So here's the rejection. There you go, Evan. I see you. Touched into that 2-hour inversion up top and was rejected right out of it. We'll see how this plays here. Right when I followed you, I've had ashwagandha. I've had so many people say that, man. As soon as they follow me, like they get a bunch of bot accounts pretending to be me. It's frustrating. I can't get TikTok. TikTok will flag one of my posts about trying to promote a Lucid firm, the firm Lucid. They like flagged me and gave me a strike on my account for that, but they don't ban these other people who are clearly trying to scam people. So I hate that. There's nothing I can do about it. This is the 15-minute, Jay. What's up, Nicholas? Here, I thought you messaged me wanting to be boys. Muncie, we need to. I have looked at your account though, man. We need to. I think I need to squad up with you. I don't know what games you're playing these days. If you're playing Tarkov or Arc Raiders, we need to squad up. I see you game a lot. Bro, I got a strike on my account for a photo dump. Yeah, it's strange how they make those decisions, man. Slow down with your son. I feel you. That tends to happen, man. Coop, you been playing Tarkov? It's fun. I feel like the cheaters are back now. They got a handle on it for a while, and then I feel like every raid now I'm getting just beamed from across the map. Is Arc Raiders good? It is. To me, it's like a chill survival game. Tarkov is very intense. Arc Raiders is a lot more chill. It's fun. Battlefield Red Sec is hard to beat though, man. That's right now. That's the game I've been playing. I've just been doing pretty well on there. Been playing PvE. Don't have to deal with cheaters. Get the quest done. Maybe that's what I need to do. I see people dogging PvE players. I don't understand that. SMT at previous day high. Swept New York AM on ES. Getting a strong push down on ES now. NQ's following. Not necessarily waiting on news. Look at that. Holy cow. What a rejection there. How many people opened a short right there and just immediately clinched? Will I take a trade? Yeah, if I see a setup that I'm interested in. Always trade live on here if I see a setup. 1.5, bang, pass combine, boom. What up, Bryson? We're on NQ. We're bouncing back and forth between NQ and ES. Right now we're on NQ. Went right back down to the 4-hour open and rejected right off of it. VWAP's down there too, isn't it? Yeah. All good with the Mexicans. We're all good with the Mexicans. What up, Eric? You're going to short this? It's not a bad call, but I'm just not totally convinced at the moment. This wild rejection off the VWAP here. Let's see what happens. That is a nice little doji candle there. Samad, I'm bearish, man. I'm bearish. I think at least down to this new week opening gap. We'll see, though. We'll see. Excuse me. I think if price breaks above 69.03, we could be bullish on ES. 69.03. We're well above that, Nicholas. You mean if it comes down and takes these lows and then pops back up? Is that what you're saying? Yo, what up? Jose, appreciate that, man. Hope you did too. Santi, that's ES and NQ. NQ is 2,500. ES is 6,900. Let me buy your mentorship. I don't sell a mentorship, man. I appreciate that, though. I don't sell a mentorship. I don't sell anything. I did enjoy Christmas. It was great. Spent a lot of time with my family. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, this level right here is holding. I think we're getting ready to break loose underneath this, though. God bless you too, John. Appreciate that. How many brothers do you have? I have 3. Those 3 guys that I posted in the in my story. Those are my 3 brothers. Been saying I think you'd make loads on mentorship. Probably would, man. I just don't want to be one of those guys. I appreciate that, Coop. It's good to be back, man. The resistance in the 550s likely means a long right. Not necessarily. I think that if we either get a tap back into this 5 or an inverse of this 5 down here, we could get a pretty strong push to the downside here, but I could be wrong. I think that we want to take London low and Asia low and tap into, fill this new week opening gap and then go higher. That's what I would anticipate, but I could be wrong. We could just reject right out of this level and keep pushing up. We're a little decoupled right here. As you can see, I'll turn this fair value gap off. So this is NQ, ES. So we're a little decoupled at the moment. We'll see what happens here. You're thinking that too, Mimi? Yeah. I want to see a push down to this level and then a potential play out of it. If we inverted this 5 to the downside prior to news, I might be tempted to try to get in on it, but we would be front running these other gaps down here. Exactly, Brooks. Very, very. That would be nice. But this level right here, the VWAP is just holding strong. Tap into this 5 and then a potential move back down. Yeah, SP is still pumping. Tapped into the 5, rejected. Now keep going, keep rejecting. My sleep schedule's been all messed up, man. I got to get back on track. 6 a.m. came quick this morning. Is book map showing sellers in control? Not necessarily, no. Not necessarily. There are a ton of orders stacked lower, but all the market orders coming in are pretty strongly bullish. Yeah, sleep schedule got cooked during holidays. It did, dude. You going short or long? I'm anticipating a move down to this new week opening gap, but currently just sitting here. About to invert this 5 to the upside, which would be interesting. It looks like we just want to pump. Is it right that there's a free book map? I've never seen a free book map. First of the day posted. Man, I slept on my neck wrong. So like looking to my left, like any further than that right there, dude, it hurts so bad. Amen. Appreciate it, man. Long time no see. Isaiah 1:16 through 17. Stop doing wrong. Learn to do right. Seek justice. Encourage the oppressed. Defend the cause of the fatherless. Plead the case of the widow. Amen. Same below. I don't know how to say your name. Abramals. Same below. There's a ton down here too. This is what I'm kind of interested in. I think we revisit this area down here at some point. We'll see though. Right now we're just pushing up. Abe. All right, I caught you, Abe. 30-minute looks good for a long with the inversion there, yeah. But we're pushing back out of it. I'm not convinced one way or another right now. One way or the other. Do you know any good pain relief cream after tearing something while working out? Bro, surgery. If you tore something, you might need surgery. If it's a partial tear, I mean, maybe it'll recover all right, but I would definitely consider surgery. It's not good. What'd you tear? Yeah. Tapped into that 5, fully filled it, and rejected back down. Tristan, hope you had a good holiday, man. I saw those pictures you were posting. That looked like you were living it up. For me to get interested in a short, I think I would need at least this 5-minute down here to get inverted. We've rejected pretty strongly out of it. My grandma would just tell me to put vapor rub on it, rub some dirt on it. Little bicep rip, bro. That ain't little. I watched a guy blow his bicep tendon out one time, bench pressing. The tendon that basically runs from your elbow up your bicep to your shoulder. That is not what you don't want that. It's not good. Mini BPR on the 5. Yeah, right up there. Little mini BPR downside on both these too. That's why I said I want to see the inversion of this before I'd get interested in the short. Eat a banana. Throw some Tiger Balm and willpower. Hey, you're a beast. It was really good, man. Trying to get my home state, going to my home state was really nice. Now you're sick? Dang. Well, it looked like you were in Utah or maybe Wyoming or something. I couldn't really tell. Or Colorado, maybe? I couldn't tell. Somewhere up there. Mine was good, man. Spent a lot of time with family. Washington State. Okay. Yeah, it was gorgeous. Were you in Tahoe? Is that where that was? It's in Washington State, right? Or is that in California? Do you look for change of state of delivery before taking a position? I do like change of state and delivery, but I like sweep, V-shape. Typically, this setup right here for a short to the downside, obviously a short to the downside, would be ideal. You got OB, 5-minute inversion, 5-minute gap, retest, but I don't trust this down here. I also don't trust the fact that we're 9 minutes before news, so. Shorts to the upside do hit sometimes, yeah. They definitely hit stop loss. That's in Cali, okay. I have Cabin Mountains there, about 6,000 feet up. Yeah, dude, it looked gorgeous. It looked peaceful. How do you deal with losses? Walk away if you feel some sort of tilt taking place. The way I deal with them, though, is I trust my ability to trade enough in my strategy that I've implemented or structured that losses are just a part of it, man. I trust probability. Probability says that over time I make money. So losses are going to happen. You just got to figure out if you did something wrong. If you didn't do anything wrong, it just wasn't in your favor, didn't work out in your favor, then that's fine. Just move on. But make sure you're keeping track of exactly why you entered, what you were seeing, all the whole 9 yards, man. You probably know the deal. There's no question. I don't care who you are. A loss is frustrating. I understand that. I still get, it's a little bit, puts doubt in your mind a little bit. But the way that you can bounce back from that, if you're just getting smacked around loss after loss, size down tremendously. I mean, all the way down to 1 micro if you have to. All the posts with 100% win rates mess with my mind. That's not realistic, man, and it's also not important. Profit factor is way more important than win rate. I had that. EK said I hit stop loss and then my trade went straight to TP. I've had that happen countless times, dude. Last week, one of the L's that I took over break on an eval literally had that exact thing happen. I was on the phone with my brother actually, and I was with my girlfriend. We all took the same trade, I think. We might have. I don't know if we did or not. We were together trading, but had the exact same thing happen. It stopped me out and then immediately went to TP, and I was like, it's just a part of trading. Happens. Don't let it cause you to revenge trade. Past the 50K, what is your advice on risk management? Depends on the firm. If there's trailing drawdown, I typically will size a little bit heavier and don't let my trades run as long. Just get in and get out. If it's not a trailing, if it's end of day, I size down to about 5 micros and let it run just to build up a buffer. If it's a 50K account, I like to have at least 2,600 in there of buffer. Gabriel says it's the worst type of losses when your setup is perfect and you still fail. I don't know, man. I think that's just a part of the game. Like, if you didn't revenge trade, you didn't do anything stupid, and you took a trade and you would take that trade 10 times out of 10 and it just doesn't play out that one time, I think you can't be too upset about that. Will, I trade other firms too. I have 5 TPT accounts, 5 Tradeify accounts, 5 Lucid accounts, 2 My Funded Future accounts, 1 Alpha account. Yeah, the revenge trading ones are the worst because you get that post-trade clarity about an hour later, and you're like, why did I do that? I knew better. News in 4 minutes. Appreciate that, Carlo. Make sure I got 4X Factory pulled up here so I can see what the print looks like. What Tradeify accounts do you have? I'm looking to scale up more. Do you think they're a good option? I think Tradeify is a great option, man. I have their select accounts. I think that their growth accounts are great. Even their Lightning funded accounts are great too. They're a great firm. They really are. Can price do something? Kelly, I did kill the cactus. I'm sorry. And you know that was one of my favorite ones. Jeff says, I personally haven't used Tradeify yet. Thoughts on them versus Apex? I think they're both great firms for different reasons. What's up, BCS? I just saw your message, man. How you doing? Christmas was great, dude. Christmas was great. Jeff, I'd say Tradeify has just consistently got great rules. Obviously, Apex, they have more rules, more convoluted, more hoops you got to jump through, but you get to leverage 20 different accounts, and those payouts are just crazy. For more consistent, steady trading, I would say Tradeify is hard to beat. They got some great stuff. So both. That's why I have. I mean, I'm not going to put a firm in my rotation of firms that I trade with if they're not, if I don't actually believe in them. Like, I'm not going to mention them if I don't think they have some real pros to using them. You know, one thing that I was having this conversation with a guy at the hockey game I was at the other day. I'm not going to sit here and advocate for a firm or mention a firm that I don't personally believe in. I don't care how much, you know, I could potentially make working with them. I don't really care about that. I want to be able to promote firms that are actually good quality firms, or softwares that are good quality softwares. So I want to keep that. I want to make sure that I maintain that trust with you guys and not promote things that are BS. So if I mention Tradeify or any other firm like that, it's because I believe in them. It's the reason I don't push people to Top Step, man. It's not that I think that they're a BS firm. It's just that there's been some stuff over the past year that I just really do not like with them, and I would feel bad promoting them, and then people running into the issues that they've been having. No trouble with payouts on Tradeify, man. No trouble. I've never had trouble with payouts from any firm, to be honest with you. I've been denied a payout from Apex, and it was because I clearly broke a rule. Here's the news. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Worse than forecast by 0.4 tenths. I don't know that that's really going to have much of an effect here. What's the consistency rule with Tradeify? 40%, I believe. 40% with the select accounts. Pass in 3 days. Target profit 2,500. Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. Right there with you, man. I would say if you were picking between those two, I would definitely go with the one you mentioned. But if you're going to have like 3 or 4 in the rotation, you definitely have Apex in there because of the leverage. I mean, just the ability to have 20 accounts, you can trade micros, do whatever you need to do, just to slowly build those and then take a massive payout all at one time. It's hard to really, once you figure out a system that works with their rules, it's hard to say, okay, I'm not going to trade with this company. But we'll see what 2026 has in store. I think there are some firms that are going to be highly competitive in the space going forward. Apex is the worst firm. I disagree with that. I think it's the worst firm for people who don't have disciplined trading strategies. If you're a YOLO trade kind of guy, it's probably not the firm for you. If you have a consistent strategy that isn't risking too heavily per trade, then it's a great firm. That print really did not do anything here, so it's not very encouraging. We back. Samir, what up? Happy New Year, man. What are your goals for the new year? I have a ton. I don't necessarily like to broadcast all of them, but one of the main ones that I'm already working on hard is getting my physique back to where it was summer of last year. Kind of fell off during the semester with my diet and with the intensity of my training. So I'm on pace to get that back. Got a bunch of business goals. Getting into business school is on my list of goals for the year. I have to apply in the spring. I do have that indicator right here, BCS. It's getting ready to load on. I kind of removed the indicators from my book map. But yeah, I do like it. It is a good one. I like the absorption one. I like liquidity tracker. Trade map light is what I like too. Yeah, Leroy. I'm getting back on it, man. I've already put on a little bit of weight, meal prepping and doing that. I'm back on my Grizzy, so we're gonna make it work. How long is the schooling? I have a semester and a year left. Graduate in May of 27. May of 27, and I'm done. I'm in on the 4-minute IFVG. I see you. Would I ever do a bodybuilding show? Probably not, because I don't want to have to take the supplements that would be required to really be competitive. Not worth it at my age to do that. I mean, I'm gonna be 33 in a month, so I don't really have a desire for that, but I just want to get back to where I was. I'm sitting at around 215 right now, body weight. At my peak, I was pushing 250. I want to get back up into the high 230s. I know, I'm getting ancient, man. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm telling you, I woke up today and I can't look left, man. It's like I'm getting old. How tall are you? 6'5". See, that's the other thing. With as tall as I am, I don't have the. It's not like I'm sub 6 foot like a lot of the guys. I know C-Bum's 6'1" or 6'2", but most of the guys who are super competitive in that industry are sub 6 foot. I was trading with the dinosaurs. Yeah, I was, man. We back when trading was on paper. You'd write down your orders and hand them in before there was even internet. I'm just kidding. What's the Apex code? CWT. I tore my hip labrum playing hockey the other day. I thought I didn't. Dude, that is the worst. I tore a hip flexor one time, BCS, when I was younger, and to this day, when the weather changes, I still feel it. Like that is, hip injuries are terrible, man. You don't realize how lucky you are until you have, like how blessed you are to walk around feeling fine until you get one of those injuries. It's wild how debilitating it is. Unk, you're so old. Hey, it's better to grow old than to die young, in my opinion, man. Some would disagree, but getting old's a blessing. How about a local show for the heck of it? Maybe. That might be interesting. Yeah, it does. Does your TPT code take away the activation? Yeah, it does. Have not taken a trade, Claudio. It's kind of, I mean, look at this. This is the 5-minute chart. Look at this wiki just accumulation right here. This is not something that I want to trade. Somebody said they're long off this inversion here. Not a bad way to think. I'm just not convinced. Not convinced of anything at this point. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. I've been healing from a back injury for almost a year. Yeah, dude. I think my brother's got a back injury right now and a knee injury, man. It's just like when you start to get older, it's crazy, dude, how things just start falling apart. Turtle soup. I was listening to Turbo. This was like 2 months ago, making fun of somebody, and they said turtle soup, and he was like turtle soup, and then the this, and then that, and he was making fun of the ICT concepts. I thought it was funny. It's effective though, man. I'm an ICT guy, so I can laugh when people make fun of it though. I love listening to rips go off on ICT, not on the concepts, but on the man himself, on Michael. It's hilarious, dude. I just want to be able to golf. Dude, I took a couple, speaking of that, BCS, so funny, dude. I took a couple swings in the golf simulator the other day. Not even lying, dude. I woke up, it felt like I got hit by a bus. My lower back, I did not stretch beforehand. I was just walked in and just started hitting off the golf simulator. My lower back the next day, dude, literally, I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And then I remembered, I was like, oh yeah. I went in there and just started ripping balls off the tee without stretching. This market open's terrible. Yeah, it's not the best. Turbo hasn't had the best few lives for his strat. Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. Turbo's a hell of a trader, though. I mean, he gets plenty of hate. I go in there and try to show him some love sometimes. I like Turbo a lot. I like his personality. I like his approach to the market. You know, he gets a lot of crap from people recently because you got a lot of people who are just signal botting. And, you know, when he's going through a rough patch and people are signal botting, they're going to be going through the rough patch too. And they get all angry at him about it. And like, it's like, dude, traders are going to have that happen. Like you're going to have cycles where you just are on a cold streak. I think he seems to me, I don't know him personally, but he seems like a quality individual. What am I looking for? I want a clear indication that this wants to go one way or another, man. We got this 15 up here. If we inverted that 15, I would potentially target a long. But right now, with us sitting in the middle of that, I'm not too convinced. It's tough right now. To the downside here, I would want this, probably this, I'd want an inversion of one of these 15-minute gaps. I mean, we're gapped up like crazy to the downside too for support levels. So there's nothing that I feel super comfortable risking my capital taking. Now, you could make an argument here that this is, if a retest of this 5-minute inversion to the upside is a good long to take. I could see that argument. But me personally, I'm not comfortable taking it right now. We have a lot of, look at this, relative equal lows down here. Yeah. Low resistance liquidity to the downside. I mean, look at all that built up right there, all the way down to the VWAP. So I could see this dumping at least down to this level. So just right now, there's too many indicators both directions that I'm not comfortable getting in at all. I think you should be open to the idea of other models. Yeah, I don't know much about that when it comes to him personally. I will say for me, I have some of my biggest mistakes in trading have come from strategy hopping too quickly, just because something starts to, I go through a rough patch. I think that can sometimes be a bad idea, but if you just, if what you're doing is not working, then yeah, something has to change. But I don't know if that's his case or not. My mom says I need to get a lot older than 33 before I can start talking about my aches and pains. It's funny. Take a trade yet? Nope, have not. Not sure what price wants to do, so usually that means I'm not trading. I think that's a winning mindset right there. No trade is better than a bad trade. If you're not confident in what you're seeing and where you think price is going, don't take a trade. Am I tripping or is PA butt? PA is butt. PA is definitely butt right now. Not exactly strategy hopping, but more so just noticing other strats work. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm of the mindset, man. I've said this from the beginning of streaming. I've always said this. I think I will never dog a strategy. I'll never dog trendline trading or support and resistance or any other strategy, because I think that almost any strategy you can find success with if you have the proper approach to the markets in terms of your rules and your ability to manage risk. That's really what successful trading boils down to. One of the biggest mistakes people can fall into is seeing influencers or social media traders vouching for a certain strategy as the only way to trade. Oh, this is the best way to trade. I don't agree with that. I think that if you have a strategy that works for you, then you need to stick with it. If you found success trading a certain way and you're consistently making money, stick with that, man. If it's a combination of strategies, I combine my strategy is a combination of order flow and momentum trading with ICT market structure. So it's kind of an unconventional way to go about trading, but for me, it works. So you got to develop what works best for you, and stick with it, and don't allow other people to dissuade you from what you're doing if it's working. What do you risk on evals? I typically try to pass or blow the eval within 3 or 4 trades. I'll tell you a trader who I really, really like, man, and I hope to be like one day in terms of the success he has is Rips. I don't know him on a personal level, but in terms of trading, I watch him trade. He is cool, calm, collected. I've seen this dude have 100 contracts on and just not be sweating, or at least not look like he is, and making bank, dude. He's unbelievable. If you guys have never checked him out, definitely give him a look. His success is what I aspire to achieve with trading. Bro, I watched this guy make 380,000 in a day, in a morning, in a matter of like 15 minutes on his personal capital account and showing it. I mean, it's not like he's BS and he's sitting there showing it. He's insane. Like, he's unreal. And all the big names in the industry know who he is and talk about him. Like, he's the real deal. Rips. You can if you search for Clubhouse Marketplace, that's his channel. He's not on TikTok really. He's mostly YouTube and Twitter. He does have Instagram as well, but he's live every day at 8 a.m. He's unreal, man. Yeah, Rips, RIPS. Yeah, Alex is his name. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think any of his socials have his actual name on there, but his name is Alex. Yeah, pretty sure. Clubhouse Marketplace. Yep, Clubhouse Marketplace. I think that's what it's called, right? Better make sure if I'm going to sit here and talk about it. Click the button. Absolutely, Cadrino wide made $600. You better be able to tell me why you took that. Now you're up for the day. Don't take another. You know the rules. No need. Clubhouse Marketplace, yeah. Market Clubhouse, you're right. It is Market Clubhouse. Yep. Yep, Market Clubhouse. Do I know RP Profits? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I watch some of his stuff. I've never watched him trade, but I've watched his TikToks. He's got the green Urus, right? Drives that green Urus. Yeah, orders are stacked up above us here on NQ, so I would think that that's where we'd like to go. We do have a lot of low resistance liquidity to the downside here. I think also we could be headed for this open high here, this buy side. So that could be the move right there. Do I know about RP strategy? Yeah, he's got the 815 candle. Is it the 815 candle strategy that he does? Is that what it is? A breakout, basically like an orb of the 815 candle. It's something like that, isn't it, Ashwagandha? Yeah. Break and retest, yeah. Rips is a strictly order flow guy, man. He's an order flow momentum trader. He's a savant when it comes to reading book map. Very well could be the case, Gary. I mean, we could sweep this and then dump. I'll show you what I'm seeing on the book map to kind of get an idea of what's going on here. So you see all those orders to the upside there. couple of orders down here at 25,650 that we just swept. We'll see if that creates some momentum. Looks like it is creating a little bit of momentum down. But got a ton of orders up there above us. And this is ES. So you see ES has all these orders down here. Down at 69.32. So TGR took one of the worst trades. So rejection off that 650 level and pushing back higher here. He's shorted NQ with no sweep, which is this whole strategy. Lost 98K. Damn, dude. I do use SMT. It's just not my sole confluence blur. If we had swept a key level and then gotten the SMT, that's what I would look for. Like, I want to see sweep of a key level and then the SMT in conjunction with other things. It's not going to be my sole excuse for taking a trade or reasoning for taking a trade. You want the stock? That's funny, Muncie. It does feel like that sometimes, dude. It really does. It's like as soon as you do one thing, the market does the opposite. He was getting emotional on stream saying, bro, I just want to close this. That sucks, dude. That's why you never take a trade that you're not willing to take the loss on. It's just like it's just like being at the blackjack table, dude. Like you never put money on the table that you're not willing to lose. It's like you might as well assume if you take the trade, assume that the worst case scenario is already gonna happen. Like it's just gonna happen. So you got to be okay with it. You should never take a trade that you're not comfortable with it. Just absolutely shitting the bed and losing whatever the position is. Market Clubhouse, YS. What firm lets you pass in a day? There's several. Apex lets you pass in a day. Certain Lucid accounts, I believe, let you pass in a day. The Growth Tradeify account lets you pass in a day. Alpha lets you pass in a day on some of their plans. Never heard of the Halcyon. Halcyon, never heard of that firm. What's your favorite account for the first funded? TPT is great. If you're not consistent, this is kind of my thinking. If you're not consistently passing evals, you're just blowing them. You want to kind of find the cheapest eval that you can find, and right now that's Apex. I mean, Apex eval right now, 50K with a code is like $19. But if you're consistently passing evals, I would say take Profit Trader. Failed 2 PAs till my third, got a payout. Dude, if you got a payout off your third eval, you're crushing it, bro. I wish I could have said the same. I blew countless evals before I ever even passed one. And then once I passed one, I blew countless fundeds until I got a payout. I want to kiss you, Hunk. Easy. Girlfriend wouldn't like that, man. My Fund of Futures has an insane rapid account with daily payouts. I haven't looked into that, but that sounds It sounds like a lot of firms are trying to compete with take profit with those daily payouts. Looking for your first payout and your first fund, dude. That is blur. That's sick, dude. That's high quality stuff right there. Wait, where was the 10 a.m. news? Dean, it didn't really do anything, man. PMI came in slightly under forecast. It didn't really have much of an effect. I'm thinking this low resistance liquidity might get taken out here, but I would like to see this buy side get swept first. Why would you choose TPT over Apex? I think for the base of your portfolio, like if you don't have any other funded accounts right now and you're just starting, but you're consistently passing evals, TPT is good because of the daily payouts. You can consistently have the income coming in. But Apex allows you to have 20 funded accounts. It's just you have to wait 8 days between payouts. So I think that's the reason I would go with TPT as the first like funded accounts to put into your rotation. What are the best times to trade? Usually 9:30 a.m. Eastern time till about 11 a.m. Eastern time. What's the activation fee in Apex? I believe it's $65. Might be across the board. I know it's around $65 for 50K. So 19 something for an eval and then 65 for the activation. There's a sweep of the buy side. That's because Forex is so much more volatile, man. Like you can make so much money on Forex. You can also lose a lot, but do you trade, Dean, do you trade with FTMO? Is that who you use? Just hit 1 TP. There you go, Archie. Are you long off that 5 minute? Gonna give it a few more minutes. I might call it, yeah. Not a bad idea, Samir. A demo trade, but FTMO is the one I'm going to go with. Yeah. FTMO does futures now. I think it was Missy or somebody else. Maybe it was Mimi in here that told me that also. I didn't realize that they did futures. I think this year, once I've fully funded on these other firms, I might throw them into the mix. What's up, Gabe? Calling it a day. Yeah, I don't blame you, Mike. What pair is this? This is NASDAQ futures, so it's not Forex. Good short now, potentially. Not going to just blindly take it. There's still a bunch of orders above us here on the, got my first payout, $640, gave grandma 500, felt amazing. There you go, Kyle. I love that, dude. Not going to blindly take it because I'd like to see price come down, invert this 1 minute at least, and then got a little bit of a breaker set up there on the one. I would like to see this breaker be validated if price were to close below this level right here. Maybe a retest of that, and then that's when I would target shorts down to this low if I was going to take it. So you'd like to see that kind of play out. Can we see the book map? Yeah. Gabriels, I don't go with a percentage. I usually I go with market structure, man. I don't like to risk more than $500 or $600, maybe $700 per trade. Depends on how much drawdown I have. Depends on what accounts I'm currently trading. Bros trading the weather forecast. This is called Bookmap, man. It's a level 2 data software. Shows you where orders are stacked up and where they're coming in, the aggression in which they're coming in. Yeah, liquidity or limit orders. So all this red stuff you see, that's orders stacked up. Kind of give you a closer view here. So you got orders heavily stacked up there at 25,700. You got pretty strong buyers coming in here, pushing price higher. What's the ticker on Bookmap? NQH6. How do you add a DOM to TradingView? In the bottom of the chart, very bottom left, is just have a button that says Trade. You click that and then click DOM. Is there a consistency rule on Apex? For passing evals, no. If your setup shows up, what do you expect on Bookmap? Orders to start lighting up to the downside, and just the market orders being placed just strongly, aggressively bearish. Right now, that's not happening. For the first 2,600, Daniel, that is when drawdown is going to trail you intraday. Once you hit that, it doesn't. The trailing goes away. Can you show your marked highs, please? Which ones are you talking about? These ones up here? Software is called Bookmap. So 25,700, which is right above us here, is where there's a ton of orders stacked up. It's starting to get a little pushback down here. What prop firm can you use? Depends on your trading style, man. The ones that I have there in the description are ones that I like. Lucid, I'm just starting with Lucid. So far the rules seem great. I've seen a lot of reviews by traders that I respect that have said really good things about them. Have not taken a payout with them yet. I have taken a lot of payouts from Apex. I like them a lot for the reason that you can scale up to 20 accounts. Love Take Profit Trader because you can have up to 20 funded accounts at a time. Or excuse me, Take Profit Trader because you can have daily payouts, 5 accounts at a time with daily payouts. Getting a push down here, sorry. So it really just depends on what your trading style is. Let's see what happens here. No, they don't have monthly. Once you pass, you pay an activation fee, or if you're with Take Profit Trader, it's waived, but it's a one-time activation fee typically. Apex is one-time activation fee. It's called a lifetime PA. Getting ready to sweep some orders here at 25,660. Buyers stepping in slightly, but this is getting ready to push down. Just buyer's rejection there. Boom. Coming. Let's see what happens at this 660 level. Hang on one second. Illustrious. Is that your name? Illustrated. Sorry, the font's super small on my screen. Just took those orders at 660. Let's see how this plays out of that. I'm getting interested in a short here. A lot of Jack, a lot of sell side liquidity here, a lot of low resistance liquidity built up here to the downside. So I'm thinking that we could potentially want to pick some of this up. So hesitant to front run these inversions though. Very tempted. All right, Samir, appreciate you being here, man. Take care. Appreciate you, Archie. Good job, man. I'm going to fade that. Just don't feel comfortable taking that, to be honest. Very well could play out, but I'm going to let it run. You taking longs, Daniel? Appreciate you guys following. Appreciate that a lot. I think this could break loose to the downside here in a minute. Just not fully convinced of it. Short off the IFVG on the 1. You're on ES or NQ, Ben? NQ. What's my bench? I work out with 315 right now. I don't really try to max out. Most I've ever maxed out was 405. Yeah, we are in this 2-hour gap still, 4-hour gap still. We've kind of pushed out of it a little bit, but we continue to reject out of this 2-hour inversion. So I think this very well could play out to the downside here, but I don't know why. Something in my gut just doesn't feel comfortable. Saw a picture of your family. You guys look so similar. I appreciate that, man. I think that's a compliment, so I appreciate that. You're at 385 1 rep, Matt. That's a lot of weight, dude. 385 is a lot of weight. What do you work with on incline dumbbell press? Usually around the 110s or the 120s. Might not trade today. Not a bad idea, man. I do think this breaks to the downside, but my entry isn't there right now, and I'm not going to FOMO into this. And something in my gut just doesn't feel right about taking this short. So if it runs, it runs. I hit 435 last year, then sprained my AC joint. Dude, 435 is a ton of weight, man. It's a ton of weight. You break even. There you go. Our favorite natural vegan trader. That should be my, it should be in my bio. Your favorite natural vegan trader. Price is looking choppy. Yeah, it is. Is shorting the smartest thing to do right now? It's all about you, man. You know, if I thought it was the smartest thing to do, I would do it myself. But I think that you see how I have this low resistance liquidity marked out here. I think that it does want this low resistance liquidity. Something tells me that we're not done going higher. I could be completely wrong, but we'll see. Look like Tom Keene from Blacklist. It's such a good show, man. I'm not done with it yet, though. I'm only like midway into it. Sloan, what up? Are all traders just secretly jacked? I don't know, man. What's my max squat? The most I've ever squatted was 515, but that was right now, dude. I would be lucky to probably hit. My legs are tiny right now. It's part of what my fall off has been is my legs are tiny right now. It's probably my biggest insecurity about my physique is my legs. Have you ever ran tests? Yeah, I'm running it right now. Don't want to look like Johnny Bravo, no. Watched it 4 times over. Yeah, I need to get through it, man. 6'5", yeah, that does make it challenging, man. I don't like to make excuses, though. Being 6'5" does make it hard to get my legs bigger. Also, just naturally do not have big legs. I have some brothers that have massive legs. I had a brother that played ball, and even right now, he doesn't even really work out that much, and his legs look like tree trunks, dude. Hit break even. I think you're still good, man. If I was in this short, I would have my stops maybe above the swing high. If you want to be super, super conservative, I'd have it at the top of this inversion on the 1. But if you're short from this gap, which is where my entry would have been, then I think you're still good here. Break even's better than an L, though, Tristan. You know that. Skipping legs, probably more than I should. Yeah, I'll be completely honest. Yeah. Haven't taken a trade, no. TGR been gambling the last half of the year. He doesn't stick to his own strat. Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm going to give this 12 more minutes, and then we're calling it. There's push down. Bookmap is telling me lower here. Hopefully it's not lying to me. Ever thought of doing workout vids? I did do that, Kyle. That's kind of how I built the base of my TikTok originally. Then I quit doing it. It's kind of not getting the attention that I actually wanted on there. It's not the type of attention that I wanted. So kind of quit doing that. Apparently I don't know how to film anything other than thirst traps unintentionally. You still in school? Yeah, I mean, undergrad right now. A lot of weird people in the fitness space. Yeah. Yes. Nah, no disrespect. You're too old for. Yeah, exactly, man. And it definitely wasn't intentional. It's not what I try to go for. Yeah, if you're itching to trade, man, either take paper or just don't trade at all. I think if you can get in the habit of, for me personally, if I ever feel like, man, I really want to take a trade right now, I like to get off because it typically doesn't play out well. I think if we can break this 25,640 level, that we're gonna go all the way down here. I think I'm gonna quit the TJR mentorship. Man, tell me you didn't pay all that money. What's your hair color? Is that strawberry blonde? I think saying strawberry blonde is probably a cope for saying I'm a redhead. It's a very light red. How long did it take you? Of course, I get my funding accounts ready to go, and market does this. Yeah, dude, it's frustrating. But Muncie, at least you're not, taking stupid trades, right? It's the first day of the first full week of the new year. Gotta stay patient. Do you think TJR is a fake trade? I wouldn't say that, man. I wouldn't say that. I'm never going to be one to throw shade at somebody. NQ is headed to 700. You're thinking longs here, Missy? Just use your code for TPT. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. Nathan, what up, dude? Yeah, Missy, what I was thinking was we would try to get rid of some of this sell side. We'd revisit this area down here, maybe bounce off the VWAP and then go higher. I think this 640 level right here, from what I'm seeing on the book map, is a key level that if we hit this level and maybe break it, we create some momentum. I would love to see us break this level and create some momentum to the downside. If we don't, then we could just chop right in this area right here. Getting a rejection there off of an inversion. Yeah, that 5-minute inversion is giving us a rejection. I want to see us break this 640 level and start to really push down. And now we got more orders stacking up here at this 640 level. The bankers are still sleeping. They're not. You don't hear them dancing down there. 633 then flip. Yeah, I see what you're looking at. There are orders flashing down at the 25 630 level. I'd assume no trades today. Yeah, no trades yet, Nathan. Eyeballing this short, but so far haven't had enough reason to enter. It's just not ideal conditions for what I like to see. Yo, people have been getting banned for that kind of talk, Dean. I'm with you, but got to keep the account alive. What's the reasoning? All of this sell-side liquidity that we have built up here that I have marked out. I think price typically likes to pick up those orders. They just yanked all those orders at 640. Right as we're getting this momentum down. There you go, Uno. Smart. Ballas, what up, man? Appreciate that. Hope you've been doing well, too. Hope you had a good holiday. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, man. You're not wrong, though, Dean. You're not wrong. Thanks, man. Same to you. Didn't any Mexicans try to mess with your holidays? Say the word, I'll make the call. Nah, man, they were good. They were good. No problemos. You only trade Killzone? I like to stick between 9:30 and 11, and then maybe from like 1:30 until 3. I'll check back in the afternoon if I don't take anything. How's the hockey game? Dude, it was so fun. They did not pull out the win. They should have. They shit the bed in the third period, excuse my language. But it was a blast, man. It was good. I was with all my brothers and my dad, and it was a great time, man. Definitely some memories we'll hang on to for a while. Did I take my GF to is it Manhattan or Massachusetts? Can't tell what you were typing there. And do the nighttime snow tubing? No, we did not. Did not do that. Spent time with family in North Carolina. And then, yeah, that was about it. I go to the gym and see candlesticks whenever I blink. You might have a problem. Masan, I don't even know how to say that. Muhammad, how do you even say that, dude? I don't even know how to say that. It's in Virginia. Yeah, this is not ideal price action at all. Massa Nuttin, if you say so. You know, catch another strike on this account. It's in Virginia, I promise. I take your word for it. I feel like I've been there a couple times. Do you trade YM? I do not, no. Sounds like a place with no traffic lights needed. Those are the best kind of places, man. All the volume just disappeared. Yeah, this is not ideal. Wonder if people are still on vacation. I thought Hanukkah was over, man. Yeah, I'm live. I'll be live tomorrow. I'll be live all week, man. I'll be live all week. I waited 2 weeks for this. Hey, dude, we got all year. We got all year this year. We got all year next year, and until we die to keep trading these candlesticks. So there's no rush. There is no rush. All right, there's 11 a.m. We're sticking to rules to start the year. I stopped trading at 11. We will be back tomorrow, same time. We're gonna do this. I tell you what, I enjoyed this so much that I think we'll do it every day this week and maybe every day this year, as long as the markets are open. Liquidity stuck in St. Bart. Yeah, no fly zone, man. They can't get out of there. Appreciate you guys being here, though. Don't do anything stupid today. I know that's so hard to do. It's easier said than done, but best, if you're not seeing what you want, just close the charts, man. You got tomorrow, you got the next day. Just stay patient. So appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate the follows, the gifts, the engagement, everything. You guys are awesome. So love you guys. We'll see you in the morning.